Picking up the real comic stacks. This news pages don't spills, but have you stepping back. Alternative.
The intro. This on you, man, because we try not to make your video 1,000 minutes.
Exactly.
Don't make this about the P, dog.
About you, because we want you to have like the motivation to be able to like produce a good product and stuff. We don't want you burnt out. So you know what? I'm looking out for that human intent and just to like make sure you don't burn yourself out looking at a million minutes of video and stuff.
We are there.
Oh, we're on Twitch. Okay. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Rugrats, the Black Rugrats -1. And tonight only, we, Frank Parker and Midnight Assassin, we will be challenging the Fan Death Agent. He challenged us to find somebody that can beat his all-time hero above Wolverine.
Whoa.
His all-time hero is Silver Surfer. He challenged us to find some people to whoop Silver Surfer's ass. And we will see
what Bishop can do.
And we couldn't, and then the caveat to that is we could not use any characters that were Sky God level characters. Can you believe that? Like, we can't find nobody that's not Sky God characters to whoop Silver Surfer's bootay.
I'll come back.
All right, who going first?
Because I found a couple characters and I was getting ready to argue them down, and then I'm just wasting time till I find it. Like Thor was talking to Ultron, and he was wasting time until Vision got there and hit him with the hammer. So, who can whoop Silver Surfer's ass? Well, I went down the list. You know, I picked Doctor Strange, Juggernaut. I even threw Nova in there, Adam Warlock, Cable, Ferrara, what's her name from Superman, Black Panther. You better hope I don't find that photo before we get off. Blue Marvel, Sentry, Hulk. And it's depending on the Hulk we're gonna talk about. But you know what? Even when I found all those guys, I narrowed it down to 3 people. One was Nate Gray, the other was Gladiator, and the last one was Ghost Rider. Now, because I did homework, we pull this up. So, Ghost Rider. I'm choosing the Ghost Rider, aka Johnny Blaze.
Ghost Rider.
This particular Ghost Rider is one of the strongest portrayals of Zorro, twisted personality. And as a spawn of hell, this guy can do pretty much anything with his magic, a hellfire coated chain. He's fast enough to blitz Thor's hammer and can't be killed. And it takes a single look into the eyes to send you permanently to hell. Now, I went back in my mind before choosing this guy. And with Silver Surfer, he still probably got a soul as Norrin Radd. And also with Silver Surfer, he's an anti-hero. So if he got that, what's that stare called?
It's penance stare.
Penance stare. What the evil that he has done for Galactus send him to hell. And I know you got to come back for this, but I'm gonna stick with Ghost Rider.
So this is actually a really great choice. It really is. I will say though, before I say anything else, that Frank Castle is now the most powerful version of Ghost Rider we've seen in the comics. Alternate universe, we understand. But Frank Castle, Ghost Rider, he gets the spirit of vengeance, and then he becomes a Herald of Galactus. He's given the power cosmic. So he has that much power. Hey. Thanos couldn't kill him. But when Silver Surfer came to challenge Thanos, he said he couldn't kill Silver Surfer in that meeting. And this is far more powerful than Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider. So I'll say that off rip. Like yes, it was alternate future or whatever, but that did happen. Anyway, so pretty much the only weakness Silver Surfer has to Ghost Rider is the penance stare. And I understand it does different stuff based on the comics or whatever, from anything from just making them really afraid and, you know, holding them still in place to, like you said, sending them to hell. Silver Surfer's beaten Mephisto in Mephisto's realm where he's most powerful and escaped. So it's not like that permanently to hell thing is really permanent. Silver Surfer can teleport in and out of dimensions and across dimensions and into pocket dimensions. So restraining him isn't necessarily beating him, and he can't be contained in that way, in my opinion. Like I said, the man has beaten Mephisto in his realm. So it's not like he's not powerful in or against spiritual beings. So, in my opinion, although like I said, I do agree that it's an amazing matchup, because what I haven't said is how Silver Surfer beats Ghost Rider, and I have no idea. That's one thing I cannot answer, but I don't think Ghost Rider can beat Silver Surfer either. And therefore, I don't see this as a win for anyone. But yeah, that was all the rest of the stuff you named, terrible. Yeah, terrible ideas. Hyperion has, so the people like Hyperion, Blue Marvel, Hulk, these are people whose, I mean, we talked a little bit about this last time, but people whose powers come from a source of energy. Silver Surfer is the greatest energy manipulator in comics, and he can just remove their source of power at will, to include Kryptonians. He can just do that. So he could literally just, like, those guys have no shot against Silver Surfer. And
I was gonna say Blue Marvel.
All right, I'm done. Who you at, Midnight Assassin? Who you got? Don't say Bishop.
You do y'all know Bishop's the best anyway, so I'm just leaving him out. Y'all be hating on Bishop.
You sound like Muhammad Ali. Nobody can beat Bishop. Butterfly, sting like a bee.
Fly, Bishop.
Rumble, Bishop.
Come on, Gorilla. This is a thriller.
Gorilla in Manila.
Come on, Gorilla. We in Manila.
Why don't you pull out what about your guy? You mentioned in the last one the three strongest characters. You got with the sword. He don't actually use the sword.
Oh, Kapachi?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, what you got about Kapachi? You got D.
One, he's even though he has a great soul power or whatever, he's mainly a physical fighter. He likes to overwhelm you physically.
He's a soul.
I mean, well, yeah.
He would take Silver Surfer's soul.
He would take it. He would not take it.
He would take it.
Again, Silver Surfer is capable of fighting on the metaphysical realm. Like, he's done this multiple times. He's gone into the spiritual world and spiritual dimensions, etc., and been just as powerful as he always is. It's like they can't. I just don't see, even with the way that universe is set up and how the powers work in that universe, I don't see them like taking him into Soul Society or something like that and enslaving Silver Surfer or whatever. Like, it's just not going down, and then nobody there. Like,
Aizen?
really think about the Zanpakutus.
What about
And then
Aizen?
think about
What
like
about Aizen? Aizen.
I feel like Silver Surfer would either overcome it or could just rearrange his mind. He does stuff like this. This is how Silver Surfer overcomes problems. Like against Aizen's like, boom, I'm gonna use my Zanpakuto and switch up your perception and everything's backwards. Silver Surfer would just rearrange his mind to where that's normal and then be able to fight again. That's the type of, like, if you go back and read his early run, like right after like Galactus and all of that, and he was living on Earth, go read those stories and see it, like the way he solved problems, because he thought on the very basic fundamental principles like of the universe. So he'd run into an issue, like for example, Hulk's really mad and he won't stop fucking with him. So here he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just remove the gamma radiation from you. You're no longer powerful. Go away. Like that's it. Like that's how he dealt with Hulk.
Like, yeah.
Right.
But like at first he was just like, hey, just leave me alone. Like Hulk's beating on him and he's like, oh my God, you're so annoying. Like he's not like, oh, I'm taking this ass whooping from Hulk. He's like, man, this guy just won't leave me alone. I'm trying not to hurt you, bud. Like, leave me alone. And then, he's like, okay, I'm gonna just take your powers away.
See, that's what pissed me
And,
off.
and in fact, back then, like Hulk was depowered for quite a while. He was depowered for like 3 years in the comics. Like it was like they made it seem like he was never gonna be Hulk again. Like that's how that's how it was. But that's how
How did he
if you
become
go
Hulk
back.
again?
It's crazy.
How did he become Hulk again?
I think he got hit by gamma radiation again, if I remember correctly.
How did he get hit again?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and read that.
Huh.
But yeah, when Silver Surfer took Hulk's radiation, he was without powers for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I don't like how you did Blue Marvel either. with Silver Surfer. I don't like the fact that Blue Marvel could pull from a whole universe, but yet Silver Surfer can manipulate his energy. I don't like that.
So with Blue Marvel like unhinged, able to really draw all the power from this alternate universe of antimatter is Anti-Man. Like that's essentially him. Anti-Man was more powerful than him because he could do that, but it was unstable. So Blue Marvel's like the stable version. Like there's a limit to what he can bring through to our universe at a time. So, that limits his powers a little bit, but he's still extremely powerful. So
I had one more, my last one, and right now I don't appreciate how you just taking everybody out that I give you and stuff. So I'm gonna give you this guy, and no, it's not Bishop. So be quiet, friend. Not Bishop. It's gonna be Spawn.
Spawn. Okay, so Spawn is the most powerful. Is very powerful.
Huh?
I think Spawn, you run into the same issues you do with Ghost Rider. Is that Spawn really doesn't have a way to end Silver Surfer. Now, if you're talking like Necro Sword Spawn or whatever, who killed God or whatever, to me that's way far above the level that we're supposed to stay at for this discussion.
Is it? Oh man.
Because that's like Skyfather level.
Oh, okay.
Which one is that?
What's that?
What are we looking at?
I can't even tell.
We got too much light in here. Hold on.
This is just a whole bunch of glare.
Wait, is that all of us? Oh, we look like comics.
Anyways, it's Black Panther. He got Silver Surfer in a whole.
Oh my goodness!
I'm putting that up on the screen.
Silver Surfer allowed that to happen. He allowed that to happen.
Look, I would have never allowed that to happen as a being as powerful as Silver
Surfer was trying to get information, so he allowed that to happen.
See, if it was Bishop would be able to like take the energy that Silver put through.
My comics and listen to my comics, seeing folks that look like me, whose powers are astronomical. So like Frankie J, where he discusses comics night and day.